Good morning children. We were studying about our pumping system, the heart. So I told you that in human beings there are 4 chambers, but in amphibians and or many reptiles they have 3 chambered heart, and they can tolerate some mixing of the oxygenated and the deoxygenated blood streams. But in human beings they can't tolerate the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So the reptiles or the amphibians, they have the 3 chambered heart, but in fishes they have only 2 chambered heart. So that the blood is pumped to the gills and it is oxygenated there. The blood is oxygenated in the gills and there it passes directly to the rest of the body. So the blood goes only one time through the body. But in the other hand, in the case of mammals, the blood moves through the heart twice during each cycle in other vertebrates. Especially in human beings and in some vertebrates. See, the blood is passing twice through the heart. So this type of circulation is known as a double circulation. Double circulation. What is the meaning of that? The blood is moving through the heart twice during the circulation, one circulation. That is known as the double circulation. So this much is about the heart. Then we are going to study the blood vessels. Before that, going to the blood vessels, we have to see what is this blood pressure. All of you have heard about the blood pressure. Can you say what is this blood pressure? Blood pressure means the force that blood exerts against the walls of a vessel is called blood pressure. The force that blood exerts, blood is flowing through some vessels. The force that blood exerts against the walls of the vessel is known as the blood pressure. See, the pressure is much greater in arteries and veins. What is this artery and vein? Can you say? You have studied in the last chapters. These arteries, they are the vessels carrying the pure blood, and veins carry impure blood. But there is an exception in the case of pulmonary vein that you have studied in your textbook. These pulmonary veins always carry oxygenated blood. See here, the arteries carry always pure blood and the veins carry impure blood. The arteries, the blood pressure of the arteries, it is very high than the veins. See, the pressure of the blood vessels inside the artery during the ventricular systole, that is known as the systolic pressure, and the pressure in artery during the ventricular diastole is known as the diastolic pressure. So the two pressures, systolic pressure and the diastolic pressure, is the blood is passing through the arteries during ventricular systole, that is known as the systolic pressure, and the pressure in artery during the ventricular diastole is known as the diastolic pressure. The normal systolic pressure is 120 millimeters of mercury and diastolic pressure is 80 millimeters of mercury. See, the high blood pressure and the low blood pressure, you have heard the terms hypertension and hypotension. Then we can come again to the blood vessels. The arteries, I told you that they carry the oxygenated blood or the pure blood. Arteries are the blood vessels which carry blood away from the heart to the various organs of the body. The heart is the pumping system, and from the heart the oxygenated blood is supplying to all parts of the body. So the oxygenated blood is carried by the arteries. See, since the blood emerges from the heart under high pressure, the arteries have thick elastic walls. Arteries are carrying the pure blood from the heart. The heart is pumping there. So there is a great pressure there. The blood is emerging from the heart under high pressure. This high pressure blood, it is carrying by the arteries, so that these arteries have thick elastic walls. But veins collect blood from the different organs and bring back to the heart, so that they are not exerting the pressure there. So the walls of the veins are thin. So there is a question there, why the walls of the arteries are thicker than the walls of the vein? The answer is, the blood emerges from the heart under high pressure. It is carried by the arteries, so that they are having thick elastic walls. Veins have thin walls because they are carrying blood from the different parts of the cell to the heart. So I think you understood the terms arteries and veins. Thank you.